Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be discussing the future of Torchwood, a big finish announcement that was announced on the 6th of October 2025. I'm recording this episode on the 15th of October 2025. Now, if you remember all the way back to when I was talking about Dark Gallifrey, which was I think the beginning of last year, so a year and a half ago, it's kind of quite similar because there's a couple of bits to it, so I just want to get straight into it because there's a lot to kind of explain. So we'll read the press release, which is titled The Future of Torchwood. As I said, was announced on the 6th of October 2025. I'm recording this episode on the 15th. And here's what the press release says. The Torchwood range is coming to a climax, but its legacy will continue. All the details on the future of the range are here. So what do we have? So, continuing with the press release. Since September 2015, Big Finish Productions' Torchwood range has told stories of the Earth Defending Institute, exploring characters from the popular Doctor Who spin-off TV series, introducing new agents from across Torchwood's history. I'm more in the middle of actually watching, or rewatching Torchwood at the moment, actually. After 10 years and 100 full-cast audio dramas, the Torchwood main range will come to an end in May 2026. That's the first announcement in the press release. And then we have a quote from producer James Goss, who said, 10 years after we started, the Torchwood monthly range is coming to an end. John Ainsworth's first conversation with me when he joined as senior producer was, you've got to keep it going to 100 until we have. We took Yanto to space, Susie to the bottom of the sea, Captain Jack moved to suburbia, and Reese and Gwen fought monsters without getting out of their cars. Somehow over those 10 years of disasters and BAFTAs, the cast have done their best to find time for us, and we loved working with them all. It's been the longest job I've ever had and the one I'm quietly proudest of. So many stellar performance writers have done their first Big Finish work at Torchwood. Tim Foley, Juno Dawson, Lauren Mooney and Stuart Pringle, and it's been the privilege of my life to do so much of it with Scott Hancock, supported by Lisa Barman, Bethany Rhymes and David O'Mahony. It's all been scored by Blair Maurer, a man simply too famous and busy to do it anymore, but he scored every single monthly range adventure and it's been remarkable. We found diverse and interesting stories with broken hearts and provided inspiration for pet names and tattoos. What greater achievement is there? Big Finish is for the love of stories and has let us tell 100 great ones. It gives me joy that the final 3 stories are called Everyone's Dead, Curtain and Farewell, more or less. Because we always were too cute to breathe. You're even more pleased to know that they'll feature an unusual send-off for Billis Manger, for Norton Folgate and for the range with an absolute heartbreaker by Torchwood's very own Joseph Lidster. Now it's time for announcement number 2, which is the final 4 stories in the Torchwood monthly range, which are The Flawless Man, written by Lauren Mooney and Stuart Pringle, due for release in November 2025, which the cover has already been revealed for, and we have the synopsis for that, which is as follows. Martin Binns is dead. He lives behind a pile of videotapes and a warning on the walls of his flat, he is coming. And Andy's boss is keen to write the death off, but Andy's been around Torchwood too long to let it go. The tapes contain the rushes of an unfinished horror film. Hidden in it is a forgotten crime and a terrible warning. He is coming. Next up, we then have Everyone's Dead on Floor 3, written by James Goss from a story by Alfie Shaw, due for a release in January 2026. 1954, an original what is wrong with me today? An ordinary morning at Matthews and Small until the screaming starts. Racing upstairs, they find everyone's dead on floor 3. What was the mysterious firm upstairs? Can the prompt arrival of an investigator from Torchwood find a traitor? Then we have Curtain, also by James Goss, from a story by David Llewellyn, due for release in March 2026. Many years ago, the Palace Theatre burnt down a performance that accidentally summoned the devil. Now, the cast have been invited back to the grand reopening by a mysterious figure who is Billis Major. And the 100th and final story in the Torchwood Monthly Rage is Farewell by Joseph Lidster, due for release in May 2026. Here's a synopsis for that one. Yanto Jones and Tommy Pierce have fought many alien invaders together. They're more than work colleagues, they're friends, but their friendship is about to be put to the test as they prepare to face a Cyberman. A Cyberman in a cellar in the village of Wetwang. And then we've got another bit. So that's announcement number 2. Well, 2 till 5. Like the final 4 stories of the Torchwood Monthly Range. And here we've got the third announcement. Whilst these 4 stories mark the end of the main range, Torchwood will carry on fighting for the future, Goss explains. There's one final release. It's called Legacy. It's all been recorded. It's a celebration of 20 years of Torchwood and 10 years of Torchwood at Big Finish. And that's all that can be said at the moment, but it's something that we're all really proud of. More details about Torchwood Legacy will be revealed at a later date. But we do know that Torchwood Legacy will be released unless the dates have changed since I last looked. So Legacy Volume 1 releases in September 2027, so just under 2 years away, with Legacy Volume 2 following the next month in October 2027. So at the moment, that means that so the Torchwood range, main range, monthly range, has been bi-monthly since March this year, and will continue. So we've got one in November this year, and then January, March and May next year, and then that's it up until Legacy in September and October 2027. So yes, that is so let's just do a quick recap. So the quick recap is that the Torchwood main range is finishing from May 2026, as I've just said, with Farewell. That's the final story, and then we've got Torchwood Legacy in September and October 2027. But without further ado, that is my discussion of the announcement of the future of Torchwood at Big Finish. Let me know what you thought of all of that in the comments below, as well as anything else from the channel, such as any previews or recaps. You can put those in the comments below as well. Remember, also like, comment, subscribe. Just a reminder, the podcast is now available alternatively, so not instead of, it's an alternative on all audio-only platforms such as Spotify and Amazon Music. So please go check those episodes out, but please keep watching the YouTube episodes, as Matt spends a lot of time and effort working on those episodes, so please keep supporting them. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.